The worst thing that you can do is have lack of communication, because when you have lack of communication, people start to tell themselves stories, right? And they want to create, our monkey brains want to create a story to tell us why something is or isn't happening. Yeah. And once you start going down the road of creating stories in your head, or the other person starting to tell themselves stories, that's really, really hard to come back from.
Yep.
So first off, it's just communicating in general. You know, Ezra's going to talk about this a little later, but you and I had a conversation with Ezra in December where we said, hey, look, we want to take this business relationship to the next level, right? Like, we want this to change.
Right.
And he said, great, I hear you. Let me think about it and I will get back to you. Now, that's totally fine. Ezra deserves time to think about this.
Yeah.
So that was in December, right? We are now, it's February. And yesterday, you and Ezra and I had the conversation of what this is going to look like. Right. So a little bit over 2 months later, he needed a time to think about it, let a little bit of time pass. Now, if we wouldn't have heard anything from Ezra about this over the last 2 months, we might have been saying to each other or thinking in our minds, hey, Ezra doesn't want to work with us.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, we should go do something else. Like, this guy doesn't want to work with us. Like, F this guy. Of course, we would never go that far. But, you know, you can tell yourself stories when there is lack of communication. But because Ezra knows this is so important, every week or so, he would tell us, hey, y'all, just want to let you know, I heard you. I'm thinking about this, right? This is something that is going to be resolved, that we are eventually going to chat about. And that just reassured us that we weren't forgotten.
Yep.
And that is something, that's a huge mistake that I'm seeing people make, and something that I've experienced from higher ups in my career, where there's just no communication at all. And the lack of communication just leads to resentment and never to the end result that you both are actually desiring. So you have to make sure, first off, that there is a line of communication and that people feel safe to express themselves, right, and that you're not ghosting people, you know, whether that's professional or personal. It's like, you have to be willing to have those crucial conversations and to at least participate in communication to succeed in business, marketing, or life in general.